Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our Minnesota Twins discussion video. And in this one, we are officially 1 month away from opening day of spring training. So, in this video, we're going to be talking about basically who I think is going to be the starter at each position for the Twins in 2019. And again, I might make a video again of this topic like a month from now, when spring training has already started, so just after a month, once it started a little bit and we kind of see who's actually playing. But this is totally speculation right now, and I'll give you my honest opinion, and we can talk about it in the comments below, and have a discussion that way. So let's start in the bullpen. I'm just going to cover who our closer is going to be in this situation, and I think we're going to have two closers. Not a righty and a lefty, but we went out and picked up Blake Parker. He's obviously supposed to be our closer. However, I really like Trevor Hildenberger being the closer because, he had a solid season last year at the end of the year. And I don't think we'll just hop from him to Blake Parker. Obviously, we have spring training. That's what we're going to use him for, is develop him in the Twins system and get him ready for opening day and, the season. But more than likely, I think we'll stick with Hildenberger early on and then obviously work in Blake Parker in spring training and get him ready. So I do think those two guys will operate as closers, and I really like that from the Twin system. I don't think that either one of them is like an Aroldis Chapman, even like an Addison Reed kind of player where they're overpowering guys. Not that Addison Reed is really that overpowering, but you know what I'm saying, like Betances, Chapman. Basically, look at the Yankees bullpen. They don't have, the Twins I'm talking about, don't have specifically a guy who can shut it down in the ninth inning every time. So if they decide to work in two closers, eighth and ninth inning, flip-flop them, even, mix it up a little bit, and it wouldn't just be 8-9, just like that. If they mixed it up a little bit, hey, you pitch the eighth today, maybe pitch 8 and a third, the eighth and then the first out of the ninth, and then you come in matchups or whatever. I do like that strategy. I think it's a little bit different from what the league's doing, and since the Twins don't have an overpowering closer, those two guys will definitely work together. Now, let's go to the starters. There's only 3 guys, maybe 4 guys, who will really be on my radar to start off the season. I think Berrios will get the nod for opening day, just because of how good he did early on last season, obviously being our all-star. I think he's going to get the nod for opening day, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did go with Gibson. Gibson had the last 3 opening days, I think. Could be wrong on that. I know we had it last year. I guess I don't know, but he's been kind of the guy we use opening day, and he didn't have a bad season last year. So we have Berrios, then Gibson at the 2, Odorizzi at the 3, Pineda at the 4, just because we haven't seen him pitch yet, and it's been a while. But then really, I don't know who the 5th could be. It could be Steven Gonsalves. I should learn how to pronounce his name. Could be Trevor May, but I don't think we'll bring him back up to the rotation. Could be Moya. He's pitched in the rotation before. Mahida could be him too. There are a couple guys. I don't think we'll bring Fernando Rodney up again yet, but any one of those 5 guys could easily be the number 5 spot. And it would be interesting if or even we went out and got Martin Perez. So, it would be interesting to see how we use that 5th spot. If we want to go to some sort of an opener, or if we want to use my pitching strategy, hey, you should go check out that video where you're basically having an opener, but it's not really an opener. You have your starter pitch 3 innings, and it's not the closer pitching, obviously, right? So, we have, our starter pitch 3 innings, our closer pitch the next 2, and then our extended reliever go 6, 7, 8, 9, or matchups or whatever you want to play in that. So the 5 spot is really interesting, but honestly, I think Berrios will get the nod for the ace, and that's obviously our most important issue, is getting him as many reps and hopefully as many wins as possible. So that is the lineups. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but now let's go to position by position. We'll start off at catcher, and honestly, the more I think about it, I really think Williams Astudillo will get the nod at catcher. I'm not 100% sure here. Obviously, this is all speculation, but, Jason Castro coming off of injury, if we don't trade him, he's been there, been reliable. He's our veteran catcher, right? So we have to see it. And obviously, the catcher position also depends on the pitcher. I think Garver caught Barrios last year. Well, whoever caught Barrios last year will probably start opening day, but honestly, I wouldn't mind Astudillo starting. Like I said, though, he came on the scene last year kind of late, didn't really get it going, and then turned on a switch and was like amazing for the last part of the season. So I wouldn't be surprised if they give him the nod at catcher. It would just depend on how they want to work with each other in spring training. And that's gonna change everything, is how these pitchers will work with these catchers in spring training. And basically, if Astudillo is going with Barrios every time, okay, then Astudillo is going to catch every time Barrios is on the mound. Same with Castro, same with Garver. But right now, I would probably give Astudillo the nod at catcher. And, well, we would just have to see how the rest of it goes. So the rest of it is kind of self-explanatory. Those are the main positions that we have to worry about. So let's go around the infield. First base, I'm going to give it to Tyler Austin for one reason only, and that's because, well, one, we haven't seen CJ Cron fit into the system yet. I know we put Morrison kind of right in there, but now we have so many power guys. I don't think that we'll just plug CJ Cron in and expect him to perform. We know that Tyler Austin can hit. He batted .250 last year with several home runs. I like Tyler Austin. I think he's a good, 5-6 hitter. And I want to see what CJ Cron does in spring training before I put him in the roster or in the starting lineup for opening day. That's why I'm giving it to Austin. Again, CJ Cron just coming over from the Rays. Tyler Austin's been there a little while. I think he deserves more of a chance because of where he's come from and not just, you're going to get your position taken over. So I'm going to give it to Tyler Austin right now, but again, I'll make another video in a month after we take a look at spring training, and we'll see how things change. So then at second base, obvious, Jonathan Scope. We're not bringing up Nick Gordon or anybody yet, and Ronald Torreyes is still down in the minors. That's pretty much our only second baseman. Andrianza is not going to start at second. Sorry. So we got Scope at second. Shortstop is going to be Polanco. This one's kind of obvious. Again, Andrianza is not going to start over Polanco. And that one's pretty obvious, unless we go out and get Machado, but that's probably not likely. So Jorge Polanco will start at short, and then obviously Miguel Sano at third base. I don't think they'd put Garver. See, this is the thing. I don't think they'd put Garver at catcher and then, Astudillo at third and move Sano to first. I don't think they'd do that. I would not mind it, but Miguel Sano is a third baseman, so he's going to play third. He's probably not going to move over to first very often. However, like I said, if we get Machado for some reason, move Sano to first, Machado plays third, or, have Polanco rest, play second, move Scope off. It wouldn't make much sense, but, it could happen. But I think Miguel Sano will play third and not first. So, let's move to the outfield. Starting in right field, this one's pretty obvious as well. Max Kepler, he's had this position for 3 years. He's not going to give it up now. Like I said, though, if, there is talk about Nelson Cruz playing the outfield, he would probably play right field. Not that he will play there very often. He might play, 5 games out there during the season, maybe 10. But he'll probably play right field. He's not starting out there on opening day. Center field. This one's interesting. I don't know if Buxton will be healthy, if he'll be back. We're going with Cave. And Cave came on the season last year. You guys know, hit 13 home runs, 260 average. He was pretty good. He's quick. He's got lots of range. He's a lefty. I do like that from the Twins, having him be a lefty, because you have so many power hitters that are right-handed. Sano, Austin, CJ Cron, Sano. Oh, I said Sano twice. Scope, Nelson Cruz. You've got 4 or 5 guys that are power hitters from the right side. To get a good speed outfielder, who can hit from the left side pretty well. That's pretty nice. Jake Cave will start in center field. But if Buxton comes back, we'll see how he does in spring training. I wouldn't mind him going out there and, being in center field. And then in left field, we have Eddie Rosario. Should have been all-star last year. That one's pretty obvious. Hopefully he has as good of a season out there as he did last year. And then finally, at the DH spot, well, there's only one name listed. It's Nelson Cruz. That's pretty obvious. Nelson Cruz, lots of expectations. We've covered that before. Hopefully he can just plug right into the 3 or 4 spot and start hitting dingers for us. But let's just jump over that one more time. So Jose Barrios should be your ace this season with your closer of Blake Parker or Hildenberger. Then at catcher, I would like to see Astudillo. At first base, Tyler Austin. Second base, Jonathan Scope. Shortstop, Polanco. Third base, Miguel Sano. In the outfield, Rosario, Cave, and Kepler. And obviously the DH is Nelson Cruz. So that is going to be my predicted lineup a month out from spring training. Like I said, though, spring training starts 1 month from today. Exciting times. The Twins start, I think, 1 month from Wednesday. But, it's baseball. It's coming back. Exciting times. So let me know what you guys think about this lineup. Will, Castro start over Astudillo? What do you think of CJ Cron? Or is Buxton going to be back? Or what do you think about the pitching scenarios? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to know your opinion. We can have a discussion about it just like we have been every day. So thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, come back tomorrow for some more videos, and we will see you then.